I only got one attorney.
Morning. This is Susan Dunn. I'm on here too.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Okay, who do you have, Mr.?
So I have Mr. John L. Lake. It was supposed to be a live preliminary exam at 11:45, but after having discussions with him over the weekend, he'd like to waive. So we both zoomed in early.
He is on?
Yep. What's his name?
Lake.
Right? Johnny O'Lake.
John L. Lake.
Okay, I got you.
Thank you.
That's the 9:45, right?
No.
I mean, 11.
Only for 11:45, but we're ready whenever you are.
All right, and who do we have next?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm the AP on the Pickett PCC.
Check it. We don't.
That's for exam.
That's exam.
It should be a PCC. He KPS last time we were up. He was just rearrested on his warrant.
Yeah. All right. I wonder.
I know for sure.
Do you know who the attorney is?
Brandon Bird. I can text him.
Okay.
And then I'm also here on that motion for Cervantes.
Oh, there's Mr.
It's all right, I'm here on the rough end.
Okay.
She's out, but she knows to be here. I don't check in.
All right, ready on that.
Oh, I can go.
Any other attorney need to check in? Don't look like it.
Kitty.
Huh?
Mr. Punky is here on Ruffin.
9:30?
Yeah, we're here early.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Prosecutor here.
SPOL. Number is 83358.
You want me to get it or outside?
You can see it. No problem. Oh, problems.
I didn't see the game, I heard about it.
Yeah, they beat number 4.
Ohio State, yeah.
That was a big game.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got, I'm glad he got the job.
I do see it.
I figured at the time he would
I'm ready when you guys are. Ready on Janelle Lake.
Ready.
Calling case number 2060038, the people of the state of Michigan versus Janelle Lake. Defendant is charged with count 1, controlled substance possession, Count 2, police officer fleeing fourth degree vehicle code. Count 3, driving reckless. This matter is scheduled for examination. Huh?
Ready.
This should be mine, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Stoll on behalf of people, P83358.
Good morning, Your Honor. Susan Dunn, P58696, on behalf of Mr. Lake.
Go ahead, counsel.
Judge, today's the date and time set for a preliminary exam, but I had extensive conversations with my client over the weekend, and we are opting to waive that exam this morning with the prosecutor's permission.
Okay, awesome, great.
No objection from the people, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Lake, can you state your name for the record, please?
Jonell Lake.
Mr. Lake, you understand that you have a statutory right to a preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause the crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam?
No.
You're waiving your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Yes.
Do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing off?
No.
Ms. Lake, do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing off?
No, Judge.
Done, I'm sorry.
I figured you meant me.
Okay. You said no?
I said no, no objection, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right, court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam. That will be bound over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information. Be March 8th, 2021, 9 o'clock a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good day, everybody. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
You're welcome, thank you. Ready on Emmanuel Cervantes?
Good morning.
Calling case number 2060285, the people of the state of Michigan versus Emmanuel Cervantes. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with intent to murder, count 2, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation, count 3 and count 4, weapons felony firearm. This matter is here on a motion hearing to adjourn.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. Rana Hadid on behalf of the people, P62243.
Good morning, Your Honor. Francisco J. Villalobos, P34147, counsel for Mr. Emmanuel Cervantes, who is on the screen.
I can understand what he's saying.
Mr. Villaroo, can you repeat that? We can't hear you.
Yes, Francisco J. Villaroo, P34147, counsel for Emmanuel Cervantes, who is also on the screen.
All right, Mr. Cervantes, state your name for the record, please.
Emmanuel Cervantes.
All right, Mr. Cervantes, I don't do T-shirts in my courtroom, even on Zoom. You
All right.
dress for my court. Do you understand?
Yes, I'm sorry, sir.
All right, don't worry about it right now. Just stand still, please.
Okay.
But if you come back, you have to dress for court. I don't care if it's on Zoom or in person. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. I
If you
didn't
don't,
know.
I'm gonna dress you. And you won't like the way I have to do that.
No problem at all.
All right. Mr. Villaroo, this is your motion?
It is, Your Honor. I think the motion is quite straightforward. It is my request, with my client's consent, to reschedule the in-court preliminary examination. I've indicated in my motion, and I'll indicate orally, that I'm still.
And she can't, we still can't hear her.
Ask him to speak loud.
You gotta speak up, because we can't hear you. Wait, give me
Okay.
1 second, let me finish reading it first. Go ahead, just gotta speak up, please.
Yes. Your Honor, the motion pretty much lays out my current situation. Even though I'm on Zoom, I'm still in Mexico. And I only wish to add a couple of other things to the motion, and that is that
I can't, hold on, I can't hear it. I gotta-
Lefty, lefty, lefty.
All right, Mr. Villaroof, you gotta, please keep your volume up on your voice, because you start off all right, then you fade out.
okay, I'll see if I can adjust the volume here as well. Pretty much to the top of my volume, so I'll increase the human volume. Your Honor, I indicated that my motion is quite forward in terms of my need to reschedule the preliminary examination. I am currently still in the central part of Mexico. There are some additional issues here with me and my family that we're trying to resolve. I had to reschedule my return. My client is on bond. I did speak to the prosecution regarding the request for adjournment. I don't believe there's any prejudice to the people nor to Mr. Cervantes, who is on bond, who has complied with all conditions of bond. It is certainly something that I had not anticipated that I would be here still for an additional period of time. So I'm asking this court respectfully to reset the examination date.
All right, do the people wish to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
It was set for, Wednesday,
Correct, at, I believe, 11.
11.
Mhm. Tony Cole, check his attorney's name on it. Oh, yes, because it is not.
All right. May 20th at 12 noon.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I thank your staff for scheduling this as well as the cooperation of Ms. Hadid. Thank you.
What date was that, Judge?
May 20th.
Any other attorney need to check in?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Brandon Berg for Anthony Pickett, PA 3734.
Oh, okay.
Your Honor, I was able to get Mr. Riggs and my client on the Zoom call.
All right.
Ready on Anthony Pickett?
He's in custody. I brought him up here.
He's here?
Yeah, he's downstairs.
Oh, they brought it because it says the thing.
Oh, yeah.
You can do the other one.
What's the other one?
That's
Oh,
45.
oh, that waiver. All right, then I'll do paper. Ready on Stephen Panopoulos?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Calling case number 2155091, the people of the state of Michigan versus Christopher Stephen Panopoulos. Defendant is charged with count 1, false pretenses, $1,000 or more, but less than $20,000. Count 2, unlicensed residential builder. This matter is scheduled for probable cause. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Your Honor, Neil Rockhind, I'm counsel for Christopher Stephanopoulos. My P number is 48618. Mr. Stephanopoulos is on the call, and we've asked the court, since we plan on waiving the preliminary examination today, to appear via Zoom. Mr. Riggs is on the call as well.
Yes, Judge. Good morning. Richmond M. Riggs, P33863. I'm an Assistant Attorney General. I appear on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan in this matter.
All right. And this is going to be a waiver?
Yes,
Your Honor.
Judge.
Okay, if people have any objections?
No objection, Judge.
All right, Mr. Stephanopoulos, can you state your name, please?
Yeah, Christopher Stephanopoulos.
So you understand that you have a statutory right to preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause a crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, sir?
I do.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam?
No, sir.
You waive your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Yes.
If you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing off?
No objection.
No, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Rockhand, you said you had no objection also?
Correct.
All right, court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam as bound over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be March 8th, 2021 at 9:00 a.m.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Ready on Anthony Pickett. Calling case number 2058678, the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Pickett. Defendant is charged with count 1 and count 2, assault with intent to murder. Count 3 and count 4, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. Count 5, weapons carrying concealed. Count 6, count 7, count 8, count 9, weapons felony firearm. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rana Hadid on behalf of the people, P62243.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brandon Bird on behalf of Anthony Pickett, P83734.
Pickett, state the name for the record, please. Anthony Pickett. All right.
Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Today should be a probable cause conference. Last time we were before you, he had an exam date set. He failed to appear at that exam date. You issued a warrant for his arrest. He was rearrested on that warrant. He was also out on bond in front of Judge Cusick, and he habeas in front of him as well. And now he has been arrested on both matters.
All right.
Respectfully, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Mr. Bird.
Sorry, respectfully, Your Honor, we would like to set this date. We would like to set an exam date for this matter.
All right, how many witnesses is it?
2, Judge.
Okay. May 26th at 12:15.
May 26, 12:15.
Yes.
Sounds good. Your Honor, I am at 36th District Court. Is there any way that I could speak with my client?
Yeah, you have to go downstairs.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You can see him there.
Judge, is his bond set at remand or is it a cash bond?
Hold on, I'll tell you 1 second. It's a 50,000 cash bond.
Your Honor, I would suggest that it should be a remand bond. He was out on bond to you. He failed to appear. He was out on bond to Judge Cusick. He failed to appear. He was out on bond when he committed the offense that is before you. In addition to that, he's suspected of committing another shooting while being capious. And it's not like he turned himself in. The police had to look for him and arrest him.
This should be heard, Mr. Bird.
Your Honor, currently I don't have any charges against my client for committing another shooting. He's already remanded on Judge Cusick's case, and I believe a $50,000 cash bond would be appropriate in this matter. Like I said, he's already remanded on this case. I don't see any charges for him for another shooting, so I don't believe he should be that should be considered as part of his bond, especially since he's innocent to proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and he's not even been charged with that yet. And he already has a remand, Your Honor.
What does he have in front of Judge Cusick?
Home invasion, first degree, Judge, is the highest charged.
All right, why don't we set a remand?
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Huh?
Do we get a date?
Yeah, May 26th. Is that right? Who's on that?
Probably know him. So many people know him. And my cousin.
So you do.
That's cool. That's a good one. The reason I'm even interested is that he wanted to hook me up with my girlfriend. I took it over from there, but. Okay.
Let's see.
Get over here. Well, career-wise, yes, it's been a bad weekend now. We had my dog down here this week. We had to put my, not puppy, but we had to put our older dog down on Thursday.
Tyrone,
Yes, ma'am.
our 9 o'clock's not here. We got 2 9 o'clock.
Okay, now, who do you need?
Taylor or Barr.
We do have Taylor, and let me find out, the attorneys here.
Okay.
Taylor's here. Barr, you were Taylor, right?
Yes.
She's the attorney right there for Taylor. So, great.
Yes, I am. Yep, bring Taylor in.
That's the third one.
That's off exam.
Morning.
Come on, Mr. Taylor.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
We ready on Taylor?
Yes.
Calling case number 2060033, the people of the state of Michigan versus Devin Taylor. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you so much on behalf of the people, PH335.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alicia Martin, P69003, on behalf of Mr. Taylor, who is present standing behind me to my left. Taylor, give us your name.
Davion Taylor.
You ready to proceed? Your Honor, it's kind of order not prepared to proceed. Officer Gibson is guilty of years. He was working to committed to, but what I see in this officer has a joke with you in the past. Yeah, not prepared.
Defense is requesting a dismissal, Your Honor.
May I dismiss it off there?
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
Need a dismissal form?
Got bar, bar.
You know, I'm gonna go call this, but we do have, the 9:30 case here. Mr. Barr hasn't showed up. Ruffin? Ruffin? Good. Oh, here you go, Ruffin. Here with this, good. That's the 9:30.
Yeah, I don't believe officers are here on that one yet, so I hope it's happy with you. Come on, 30. Nelson is, Mr. Go's case.
Be right back.
Thank you. You get the yellow?
No,
He gets pink.
I got his. That's for you and your
Oh,
client.
okay.
This is,
What you got?
I'm just adjourning Mr. Grantley Barker that's set for April 8th because I have already scheduled the case in Ohio and it's going to go that whole week. I had scheduled that before he scheduled yours.
this is, she tried to log on, was it Friday?
Yeah,
I did put a file. It's that one that's bringing it back.
Yeah, I just got your notice you're on. The day is going to be scheduled for April 8th, so I immediately came.
Three six zero 439 00 00. No, bar's not out there. What about attorney? Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, right.
Got two young. Leslie Young right now. You got Elizabeth Young.
Yeah, no, it's Elizabeth.
Yeah. Actually, he says that he previously not shown twice. I won't say I don't want. Whatever reason, yeah. These are never great, but at least some. I don't think bars here, I'll go out one more time and call. You got one here at 9:30.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
What?
Yes, Your Honor.
All you gotta do is bring them on Zoom. But basically, although, I read the opinion in order,
Okay.
it says return for further proceedings. Remain in this book, further proceedings. But in reading now, this doesn't have to be defined at all.
Okay, so
There's nothing else to put on here.
can I do it like during the rush hour, because this is federal court and it starts on time? And they'll start at 8:30 and probably won't break.
I mean, we do it, when is it set for?
April 8th.
We can do it this week, next week?
Okay, okay,
No, we don't have to do it then.
okay, I will see if I can get in contact with him. It's been a while. I have not heard from him since you mailed the notice. And the last contact information I have for him is, back when the case was heard.
Okay.
And, I contacted pretrial services, they had old information as well. So I'm going to use a private investigator.
Okay. Well, just let us know.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Florida's not here. Or you just-
Or the attorney?
Or the attorney. Are you reporting?
I'm already at first.
Okay, you do have a police start.
Everyone's going, like, it's a special person earlier, so. That's all my.
So Bar's not here.
Oh, we can
Turn your
do
bar.
KPS on him.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of those ones that, PCC was it?
No,
Okay.
I double checked and it's in the system. Oh, this looks like, I wonder if he. Oh, that was from September. There's a writ from September. Huh? Did you?
The reading young attorney?
Yep. You want me to call her? Yeah. That's who the other Young was. I remember Elizabeth Young and Tyrone was like, there's another Young. I don't remember reading.
Really young, right?
Yep.
What's the tan?
You see it? You keep, oh man, it's like that.
No, we was mad, we got the same line.
Shut up. Oh, that's a good one, that's a good one. Yeah. That's okay, it wasn't real hot, it's right.
Huh?
It wasn't real hot, it was like 80, 75. That's nice. 86 at Thursday, when we went down to Clearwater, now 80 or 81 at Clearwater.
You any condos while you down there?
Oh,
I really didn't have a lot of time to do that, but I got back, I was looking online. But, one day, maybe we could look at, start looking at some things.
Well, I don't know like there, well, I know Tampa area.
Yeah, but that's a cool spot.
Tampa, I know Tampa, area. Actually, it's like number 4 in the country
I
for
believe it.
real estate.
I believe it.
Nothing, everything is going like,
Right. That's for sure.
you know,
That's what I heard too.
going on the market one day and it's sold the next day.
Because everybody want to be in that area. That's just perfect, you know. Clearwater's not too far from there. You just go right on. Move my chair and get it.
Huh?
I might move my chair and get right there. So,
Yeah.
you can get it open. Everything is fine.
Yeah. See y'all soon.
Socially distant.
6 feet, they wait for me.
6 feet.
You bling, I said.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, they heard. You dropped it.
Oh, thank you. That's socially distant. So then you know I love you, but I stay alive.
You're gonna realize you're right.
Say what?
You're gonna stay alive, you're right. There's no one, I'm not trying to go away.
Yeah, but the scary thing is, nobody knows who has it.
I hate it. So I feel pretty good. I had it last year. And then, I went, got tested. Yeah. I know one time, I mean, once around town, I haven't had second positive. So you gotta go together.
Yeah, I got it tested all.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
so you can get it tested every month.
Okay. But sometimes you can have bad readings. You
Mars not downstairs, is he?
might have things to-
Woodward's downstairs,
That's big for you.
I'm sorry, I'm just paranoid. I didn't know how.
Cold clock.
I used to
Well,
think too.
you don't come to work.
Oh, you been-
Matthew, do you know about this, Barr, Mr. Barr?
What's your-
Same thing, you better know. This 9 o'clock exam,
I was told that.
it looked like he should have been rated out.
Because I'm only trying to pass here, you know what I'm like? And, I don't have anything saying that we should have been.
The last hearing in September,
Yeah.
Blair Moody, and it said the defendant needs to be rated out.
Let me flip through the file, let me see if there's anything in here.
I don't know. It just didn't put it. When Bert came back, there was only no partition down there. There was none over there. There was one here, one there. That was it.
All this is open. Probably because of the machines and stuff, probably. It's the courts.
We go.
No.
All right. It's supposed to get 40 degrees.
Time. Okay, Rita Young, the attorney judge, said she has it scheduled for tomorrow.
Come up here. Oh, you know what?
You have it scheduled for tomorrow?
It's on here, it shows 2.2, so it's on, when I printed off the docket sheet for today, it said it was, today.
Yeah, that could be.
But on the file, it's listed as 223, so I'm wondering if it got entered into the computer wrong. Because I do have a note here, I found the note about the writ, and it said the writ was issued.
So it could be,
I'm wondering if there was some kind of typo. But here it does say 223.
Tomorrow.
1905. You got it for tomorrow too, Judge?
I don't know.
Oh,
Just,
yeah,
there's a
see,
lot of cases scheduled for 9 o'clock.
yeah, it probably is tomorrow. Then. I wasn't here. This was a different clerk, but it does say it does say today's date, but she could have put it in wrong.
Yeah.
And that's
The
why.
fact that Miss Young says 223 and the file
Right,
is
and
listed as 223.
Right, they have 223, the prosecutor.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take this out.
Okay, I'll let Mr. Moody know. This is Bar.
Bar.
You got it.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir? Checking here? Yes, who are you?
I'm a lawyer.
Okay. Oh, Lord, I was thinking, sorry. Who you got? I'm here on Warren Nelson. Is that your case? Oh, not.
It's 11 o'clock.
Not seeing him. Still pretty early.
Morning. How you doing? Very well.
I have not seen him, though. I'm pretty sure that's not a problem.
You go, he's out.
Attorney, no, here.
These two.
Officers here. I don't have any charges.
He just made him.
Oh, okay.
The Mr. Nelson will probably be here at 10:30, come here no later than 10:30. Okay. It's 11 o'clock. Thank you.
Hi, you can have our 9:30 come in. Our 9:30 is here, right?
Can I approach? Yes, sir.
How are you doing? I'm good. How are you doing? And I had the code for a while. Oh, back in November, we get on December. 72. Really wasn't as bad as it was. The first 3 days were nasty. I was very grateful that I didn't have.
Should have been in my client or not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hopefully I had antibiotics. 72 and a little bit scared.
Oh, yeah. Very, very.
And I sure as I didn't want to give it to anybody else. I was the greatest. One of my sisters or somebody in my family.
Yeah, I didn't give my brother the mother. He's affecting the whole family over there.
All right, ready.
My mother.
Prosecutor out there.
Sure, they haven't been. My brother's here.
Good to see you. You're very helpful.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
I think sometimes it's harder on our mental health than our physical health. Just because of the quarantine. Anyway, good to see you.
Are you on Ruffin?
Yes, I am. For Bar, is it gonna be tomorrow at 9?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, yours says 9 o'clock too, right? Does it say
Yeah,
time?
yeah,
Okay,
so
yeah, that's.
I just
what
wanted to
she
make
said.
sure, because we have the OSC here today, and obviously.
So he probably got notified because the system is.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, hold on. Thanks.
You ready on, Ruffin, Matt? Calling case number 20. Calling case number 2060023, the people of the state of Michigan versus Olivia Ruffin. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons, dangerous weapon, miscellaneous. Count 2, operating license suspended, revoked, denied. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Stoll on behalf of people, P83358.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Robert Plumpy, P22965. On behalf of Ms. Ruffin, we are ready to proceed.
Your Honor, at this time, people are unable to proceed. The complaining witness and officer on this case has still go here. I cannot explain that.
We would move to dismiss, Your Honor.
All right, that is dismissed.
Thank you.
Mr. Plumpy, what's your P number?
22965.
Thank you. All right, let's go 10:45, 10 o'clock.
You did get a few questions right.
Oh, which one?
Jennifer Woodward,
Jennifer Woodward? Woodward?
and also the last one on the second page before you front.
That's it? Oh, but we did one that was in custody.
Oh, Pinky. We did him already, Pinky.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to do it now.
What can I say? When you're the best, you're the best. It's like Muhammad Ali, also known as Ash. He was not bashful.
He reminded me of another guy.
I wouldn't want to go up against Muhammad Ali. He was unbelievable. Oh, it's good. I was in college when he first, everybody was, the figure lifted. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. And not only that, he was totally right on Vietnam. 100%. Oh, I know, I was in the army. Thank you. Have a good week, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Plumpy.
Thank you. Okay.
Judge, tomorrow's not that many PCCs.
Okay,
9. They could have split it up. They could have did 4 days. Why we didn't end up with none?
I should ask them, they didn't know that. I didn't have the other.
The next one's at 10 in Bray. Mr. Horner. Yep, bar has to be for tomorrow because there was nothing scheduled at 9 o'clock. Mr. Pope is back. morning, Mr. Pope.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Good. I was just writing you a chat. I'm just here early. I have an exam set for Friday. It's an in-person, and I want to switch it to a Zoom exam.
You can switch, you can come on Zoom, but everybody else will be in person. I said you can come on Zoom, but everybody else will be in person.
What does my client have to appear in person, Judge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm out of quarantine, so I guess if she has to appear, then I'll appear as well. I just spoke to her. She wasn't present at the PCC, and when I spoke to her, she said she wanted a Zoom exam.
I know, but you know, the people also have the right to choose. At this point, it's set for in person. You got the witnesses coming in. Rather do it in person.
Okay, I'll let her know, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Or if, Mr. Pickett's attorney, you know, to know if he can recall that he wants to, if his client wants to waive.
Is his client still here?
He should still be downstairs.
With the
Pickett.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Did you tell
apologize.
the prosecutor?
Yes, I already talked to the prosecutor, and, Ms. Hadid told me that she just texted her and let her know that she could get back on Zoom too.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem.
Would you like me to stay here or Zoom in, Your Honor?
You stay here. We go right.
Lieutenant, is, Anthony Pickett still here? You need him back up here. All right.
He's still here?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she back on Zoom, Judge? The prosecutor?
No.
We're waiting on the prosecutor. That's a different prosecutor. Special prosecutor.
You just text, Attorney Hadid.
Please forgive me.
You know,
Don't take the
I already
person.
have different feelings about it, so, okay.
Don't take the person. I love you. Any other time would probably be a big hug, right?
You know that too, you know that.
But all this is over, we'll be normal again.
Oh,
I will. And you know what, because I heard that even after you get the vaccine, you may be immune to it, you can still carry it. Oh. Vaccine is not a time yet.
No, talk to the kitty.
Okay, you can tell the attorney to come back in and,
Right there.
oh, there he is. Guess you would bring us to pick it up.
I know how it works. So,
Tyrone. Okay, Mr. Byrd. The way.
I just sanitized my hand. Yeah.
Okay, recalling case number 2058678, the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Pickett. Defendant is charged with count 1 and count 2, assault with intent to murder. Count 3 and count 4, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, nasty murder, or by strangulation. Count 5, weapons carrying concealed. Count 6, count 7, count 8, count 9, weapons felony firearm.
Good morning again. Rana Hadid on behalf of the people, P62243.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brandon Byrd on behalf of Anthony Pickett, PA 3734. Byrd. Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to waive my client's preliminary hearing.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Pickett, you understand that you have a statutory right to clear exam where the state must show by probable cause a crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, sir? Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way that you waive your right to clear exam? No, sir. You do so freely and voluntarily after having an opportunity to talk to your attorney about it. Yes, sir. You signed the waiver of examination form? You signed this waiver of examination form? All right, court of finance to freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam that was filed over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information. Be March 1st, 2021 at 9:00 a.m.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. You'll take it out. All right, you too.
All right.
Hmm? Yeah,
What's the date?
that was a recall on ticket,
Yeah,
3-1.
3-1.
That's pretty good. We didn't have no PCC. No, we're not done. But so far, we're just like in the middle. Mm-hmm. 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 Right, which is very great. Oh, okay. Mm, I don't know. She said,
Austin Robert.
Over the whole.
Austin, ALQA. Robert. What do you think that? ROBINS. Yeah, they just double check on it. They judge Giles about it, when they send me this. ALTON. Last name Robinson, ROBINS. That's only one for our.
You don't have a case number, do you?
What do you mean?
Well,
Yes.
So that's not, it can't be done by tomorrow. No, sir. So how do they
19,
do it?
right? 1905. 602. Right.
Yeah.
So do you have a rate?
No, it's according to the.
Is that
No,
what
he's
they call it?
yeah, he just checks something before I go.
No.
You are pretty sure.
I don't know how she. I don't know how they want.
Our security.
This ain't. How she did.
That's what. Yeah, I thought the process right here is gonna be just that's all. Later.
All right. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I give it. Right, 'cause it's- 'cause maybe that's-
I just got update email.
I don't know.
Delicious.
All right. Yeah, you can do it either way if you want. Yeah. All right.
I just called up at 10:15.
What's up? We ready?
Emory, yeah.
Who is it? What's this?
It's Mr. Henry. And I gave you just a order as well.
Ready on Demetrius Embry. Calling case number 2060029, the people of the state of Michigan versus Demetrius Embry. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. And good morning, Your Honor. From Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit, Jonathan Portis, 78948 on behalf of Mr. Demetrius Embry. Embry, can you state your name?
Yes, my name is Demetrius Embry, born September 14, 1995.
All right, this county clerk are unable to proceed. The complaining witness, police officers on the case of dealt with here and cannot explain their actions. That moves for dismissal. Thank you, Judge.
He said, send him over here. Tell him I said, thank you. Arnita, is the attorney gonna log in over here?
She's gonna log in on our side, and he said we just gonna tell her to come over here.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Judge, they got a case that we have, this defendant has another case with us, and we have the older case. It's funny, when I took Judge King, the one from the other day over there, he was like, don't worry, we'll get you back. Oh, it's Rita Young. Yep, a PCC today. The other case that we have is scheduled for exam on March 3rd at 11:45. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's it?
Lucky and favor. Can you have the pack of paper at that box?
Okay, good. Where's our? Oh. Where'd Mr. Hortis go? He in the hallway?
Yeah.
The dismissal we just did. Matthew, none of your, they're not showing up, huh?
You're with us.
What's going on today? It is because I sent out reminder emails and calls on a Friday, and people forgot about them over the weekend. I don't.
was having problems with, yeah. So, I think it was like so stupid.
Hey, it happens.
They can do a lot of KPSs too.
How are you?
How are you?
Good.
If I was prepared to waive if they shut up.
Neither officer showed.
Let's do that. Third time. I have not,
I made an email chain for the last time. So I emailed their supervisors, they told them to be here.
Okay, good.
Oh, yours is at 10:30?
Yeah, you want.
No, I'm gonna sit, wait for you. 40-something.
Yes.
Aaron, did you try these yet?
No, I sure haven't.
Lucky, did you taste these?
Also, yeah.
These have lemon.
Oh, yeah, I had some of those. You had some the other day. They are good.
I got these by accident.
By accident? That was a good accident.
I thought they were the peanut butter ones.
It turned out they're pretty good.
Terry was like, hey, you know these are lemon. And I was like, no, I didn't even know. He was like, they're good. And he told me to taste them and I was like, they are good.
When I first got into it, I was expecting peanut butter, but I wasn't paying attention to what it was.
I'm guessing.
I love it. It's good with me.
Right, okay.
No, box in there. It's like a penalty box.
Uh,
Yeah, good. I'll take care. Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that it's, being addressed, at least. Some of these OICs saying that, you know, these officers are just consistently not showing up.
How you doing, sir? Good, how are you? Thanks for your Woodard. Jennifer Woodard.
Jennifer Woodard.
Yeah, no, we're good.
You call for her, Lucky?
You want to sit in the back?
Okay.
You back there?
Who's in the back?
Okay, okay, then, we'll be back soon. Okay.
We have, witnesses,
Is that your case, Matthew?
that's not, no,
What you gonna do?
Oh.
This case, what is it, this case?
Yeah, the prosecutor's on the hall.
Okay, Matthew, so your next one is 10:30?
Looks like it for,
Courtney, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You have to just the whole form for everything?
Yep, right here. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Thanks. Is this for Mr. Hortus?
Yeah. Did
I'll
he
go,
come in?
I'll go see if he's outside.
Oh, thank you.
Well, they need to give that to the prosecutor, so he knows. Because if he doesn't know, he can't do anything, he told him to just go down.
I mean, I was here to take a second, get up here, now you can't walk straight.
I know, but come on, if you think.
Yeah, call him, well, you can call him.
Call the courtroom, I'm down here. Get a call, somebody. Charles, Marshall, Charles. You're him? Yeah. Okay. Give me a place, sign your name right here. You can sign. I'm the way you go like great. Yeah, I just go. Yeah, it's gonna be every day. I know, but now, yeah. That's what. Something just knocking some backed up. Yeah. Now, maybe some other kind of. Let's take it like that. Yeah, definitely outside. So you tell my.
Call your OIC. Yeah, let him know. The OIC has the courtroom numbers. Like, if you don't have the courtroom number, I can guarantee the OIC knows what they're doing. He was not out there.
Oh, he left?
I think so.
Who's that?
John
Mr.
Hortus.
Hortus?
I can shoot him an email.
He left this
I
one.
don't have his number.
His client left too, Mr. Embry?
I honestly, I don't remember what he was.
Oh, well, I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
Okay, they still out there.
Oh, they were? They're probably.
He was over.
They're probably around the corner and I didn't go that far.
Give it to him?
Yeah, what paperwork? That's for him and his client?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go, Mr. Horton.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Hortus, do you need an ROA?
No, this should be fine.
Okay,
Okay, have a good day.
thank you.
This should be good.
Is Mr. Evan, Callahan? He's here, right?
He's here, yeah. He stepped out.
I need to ask him a question. I need to see
You want me to go get him?
if this is his umbrella. I don't know, but I think it was him that left his umbrella.
Okay.
Wow, that could go.
All right. All right.
All right.
Got two, police officers on March.
Marshall? Okay, thanks.
They good, ain't they?
Have some coffee.
Oh.
Brought some in. Oh, well.
What you say?
I'll say, this is a bad situation.
What's going on?
I need a bag rather. You gonna read.
You wanna eat this alcohol? Is that what you saying, Ricky?
No, they would have said. I'm playing.
How you doing? Good morning. No, how y'all doing? I heard the jail slamming already, y'all.
All we had was a ground. We just one more and everything was there.
Oh, you're not playing today. Really?
Well, I'm second prisoner.
Man, looked like they was holding on.
Attorney Callahan, could you step up this way for a second?
This is the prosecutor.
Oh, yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
What about Cal doing?
Here's Callahan right here.
Hey, Mr. Callahan,
How you doing, beautiful?
I have a question. I don't know, but did you lose the umbrella in here a long time ago? Did you
Very
leave
well
your
could
umbrella
be.
in here?
It'd be one of those that, fold up together.
Oh,
and
this,
you. No, that wouldn't be mine.
okay, somebody left and I thought it was you, but okay.
She's looking out for you.
Thank you.
It's been a while, I found it in the drawer down there.
Did you see how smooth Mr. Callahan?
I've lost a number of them.
I've been.
I got a four. Yeah, it's a big, that's why I don't wanna, I'm trying to find out who it is, yeah.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay.
Hi.
I didn't mention.
Is this the prosecutor?
Yep.
You want? Oh, I thought they said Goldie was on here.
Oh, Goldie is here.
Okay. All right, so we can,
Goldie's here.
there's the ready on the, 10:15. Bring her out.
on, Nina. Come on, girl.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here, right here, that's what we call the case. Right here, we go, Josh. Good morning.
Ready on Jennifer Woodard. Calling case number 20-60420. The people of the state of Michigan versus Jennifer Woodard. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with intent to murder. Count 2, children abandonment. Count 3, child abuse 2nd degree. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Abigail McIntyre, appearing on behalf of the people, P71143.
Good morning, Your Honor. Evan Callahan, P30564, appearing sworn on behalf of the defendant.
Are you ready to proceed?
People are ready.
Defense is ready.
Any preliminary issue?
Your Honor, the people, and defense counsel have agreed to stipulation of admission of medical records and also mutual sequestration of witnesses with the exception for the officer in charge.
That's a correct statement.
Medical records of,
Baby girl, it's G baby SG2090. Last name is Joe, your date is 9/10/2020, cyanide rate medical record. Page 215 and 14 of 15. Report with data rate record. It says history of terminated girl home by delivery brought in by a stranger to security cyanide place hospital and handed over. He's called, baby was found in detail, very cold and a weak cry, quickly rushed to the neonatal intensive care unit and immediately intubated and placed on the ventilator. Resuscitation was done. Umbilical artery and umbilical venous catheter placed, baby was given ulcers and receiving a blood transfusion. Baby was finally stabilized and we quickly CPAP by reverse stapling and finally room air by the second day alive. But at that time, the baby was noted to have severe drug withdrawal and started on morphine and phenobarbital therapy. And I'm gonna spell this word so I don't pronounce it. It's MECONIUM. Drug screen was positive for cocaine and morphine. Baby continued to grow and feed well, but continued to have severe drug withdrawal and was very slowly weaned off therapy. And was discharged in 71 days of life on the phenobarbital, which is after the parents are followed with pediatrician. And then, on page 14 of 15, is the clinical history of a 5-day-old female with hypothermia and hypoxia after exposure.
all right, any no witnesses, you have OIC,
I do have an officer in charge and I have a civilian witness.
and you have to know OIC name,
I am.
any objection?
No objection.
All right, any no witnesses testifying today at trial or any future hearing will be recorded or be denied as future testimony. With exception to the officer in charge. I have 3 people on Zoom that's in the background, and they're listening, not on, they don't have a video. One is the first law group, one is the opener press reporter, and one is the media, M-E-D-I-A, media. M-E-D-I-A, whatever that means.
The people don't recognize any of those individuals.
All right. Sorry, President.
Your Honor, at this time, the people we called Clifford Terry. Pardon?
Do you have any exhibits that you can mark?
I've written them on the bottom.
I just need to initial them and date them.
Civilian witness?
Pardon?
This is civilian
It
witness?
is, Your Honor.
Step up here. You raise your hand. What's the paper you have with you? Oh, you, Tina? All right. You swear or affirm the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. This way, you pull the door towards you. Have a seat. Mr. Terry. You're gonna be asked, Mr. Terry, you're gonna be asked a series of questions. First by the prosecutor, and the defense attorney will probably ask you some questions, and I may or may not ask you questions. You have to answer all your questions out loud verbally, using words. But when you shake your head, like you're doing now, I'll say, yes, no, whatever the answer is. All right?
Yes.
Also, when you're asking questions, just answer that question and stop. If it's a yes or no type question, just say yes or no and stop. All right?
Yes.
If they need additional information, they'll just ask another question.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes.
Also, when we sometimes are telling about a story or event that has been somewhat traumatic, we tend to ramble. All right, we'll say this happened and this happened and this happened and this happened. If you do that, I'm gonna miss something.
Yes.
Okay? I know nothing about this case. One thing I know about this case is it's in its name, and what it's charged with. Now I know your name. I get all my information from what happens in court, one question, one answer at a time. Okay? All right. Also because, we're all in masks and you have these little areas, it can be hard to hear, so I need you to please keep your voice up. You can talk directly, you can move that microphone down a little bit. If you talk directly into that, it will amplify your voice. One last issue, Terry, I don't do t-shirts questions in my program.
Okay.
I'm not even a witness.
All right.
Okay, when you come to court, you just court, okay?
Yes.
All right, thanks, sir. All right, David.
Thank you. Could you state your name for the record, please?
Clifford Terry?
And Mr. Terry, do you know an individual by the name of Jennifer Woodard?
Yes, I do.
And how do you know Miss Woodard?
Friend,
And how long have you known her?
say about 4 years up now.
Okay, I'm gonna have you stand up for me. If you could look around the courtroom, do you see Miss Woodard in court today?
Yes, I do.
And could you tell me what she's wearing, please?
Green and white.
And where is she?
Front row.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that the witnesses identify the defendant, Jennifer Woodard. Thank you. You can have a seat for me. Thank you. And Mr. Terry, what city do you reside in?
Detroit.
And how long have you resided in Detroit?
About 25 years.
And were you with Ms. Woodard on or about September 10th of 2020?
Yes.
And where were you with Ms. Woodard?
We're at the house.
And that's at your house?
Yes.
And is that in the city of Detroit again?
Yes.
All right. And do you know if at the time on September 10th, 2020, if Ms. Woodard was pregnant?
Yeah, I know she was pregnant.
All right. And did anything happen with that pregnancy at your house on September 10th of 2020?
Yeah, she had a baby.
Okay. And where in your house did she have this baby?
The bathroom downstairs in my basement.
All right. And did you know she was going into labor?
No, I did not.
How'd you find out?
Well, I kept hearing a series of noises behind the door when she said she had to use the bathroom. But, at first I didn't know. I didn't pay no attention, but it started getting kind of loud. And And I asked her, was she all right? And she wouldn't say that, so when I busted in the door, that's when I seen what was going on.
And what did you witness when you busted in the door?
Well, I seen baby head coming out of the bottom part.
Okay, so you witnessed her physically giving birth.
Yes.
And where did she deliver the baby?
Well, she was sitting on the toilet.
Okay, so when it delivered, what happened to the baby? Where'd it go?
It fell in the toilet.
All right, and did you see what she did with the umbilical cord?
Well, it was kind of blurry, but I think when I was trying to get myself together, she cut it somehow, you know. And, it's coming down on top.
I know, maybe if you put it on top of your chin, it'll stop going down. All right, thank you, Jack.
Okay, so you were saying that you were getting yourself together and she may have cut the umbilical cord, is that correct?
Yeah, I think that's what happened because, you know, it separated, she was separated from it.
Okay, so did you physically see her cut it?
Again,
Objection, speculation.
again, everything was so.
Hold on, you have to answer the question, yes, I don't know.
Everything was so blurry, I couldn't, you know, I just know that somehow I got cut down.
Okay. Okay. And so what happened after the baby was born in the toilet?
Well, I asked her to take it out of the toilet because the baby was crying.
Okay. So it was making noise upon birth?
Yeah.
All right. And did she take it out of the toilet?
Yeah, she took it out.
Where'd you put it?
Well, I had a little trash can inside, so, you know, she kind of like, do it there. Yeah. So
I'm gonna ask you to repeat that. You said she threw it there and there, you mean by the trash can?
Right, well, yeah.
In the trash can?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Hold on. So she threw it in the trash can?
Yeah.
At any point, did she ask you to call for any medical help?
No, I suggested.
Wait, hold on. So I'm gonna ask you questions and
Okay,
you
my
just
bad.
give me an answer, right? So no, she did not ask for medical help.
No, I think so.
Did she ask for medical help for her?
No.
Did she ask for medical help for the baby?
No.
Did she, after she put the baby in the garbage, did she try to coddle the baby?
No.
Anybody named Tiffany that's related to this case?
Not that I'm aware of. Tiffany?
Tiffany? No.
Right.
Thank you. So did she attempt to get the baby out of the garbage?
No.
Who got the baby out of the garbage?
She got it out after I asked her to.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
She got it out after I asked her to.
But it wasn't her initial reaction to get the baby out of the garbage.
Not that.
All right. And how long did the baby remain in the garbage?
Not too long.
What is not too long? Is it a matter of seconds, a matter of minutes?
Second.
Okay. And so what happened after she grabbed the baby out of the garbage?
I wrapped it in the towel and took the hospital.
Okay. You took it to the hospital. All right. Did Ms. Woodard join you?
No.
Where did she ask to go with you to the hospital?
No.
Did she ask you to take the baby to the hospital?
No.
What was she doing while you were wrapping the baby up and getting it ready to go to the hospital?
Sitting down.
Was she making any effort to engage with the baby?
No.
Was she asking you to seek medical attention for it at this point?
No.
What was the baby doing? How was the baby reacting?
Well, when I held it, it stopped crying. So.
But it was crying before you were holding it?
Right.
And it was breathing?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you recall if there was any blood coming off the baby?
No.
And where was that blood coming from?
From the cord.
Okay. That you could see?
That I could see.
All right. To your knowledge, do you know if Ms. Woodard used any drugs that day?
No.
Do you know if she has a history of using drugs?
Sort of, yeah.
And what type of drugs do you know her using?
far as I know, it's just crack.
All right. So how did you what mode did you take the baby to the hospital?
Put it in one of my mom's towels, wrapped it up very carefully, put it in the front seat and drove it up.
All right, and what type of car did you drive?
I got a Dodge, Durango.
All right. And what hospital did you take it to?
Grace.
Would that be Sinai Grace?
Yeah.
And do you recall which street Sinai Grace is on?
Tompano Drive.
Is it in the city of Detroit?
Yeah.
All right. And did you personally take the baby into the hospital?
Yeah, no.
Why not?
I pulled up to the, entrance. There was a guy going in to see his mom, so I asked him to take me.
Okay. And did you catch the guy's name?
No, I didn't.
Do you remember what he was wearing?
I think a jean jacket or something like that, maybe jean pants or something.
All right. And did you see him take the baby into the hospital?
Yes, as I was driving away.
Okay. And do you know what happened to the baby?
No, I was too busy trying to get back to the mother.
Trying to get back where?
To the mother.
Okay. And when you returned, so you went back home after, correct?
Right.
And what did you discover when you returned back home?
She was gone.
And by she, you mean Miss Wood?
Right.
All right. Do you recall the sex of the baby?
I think she was a girl.
Okay. All right. I don't believe I have any further questions at this time. And Mr. Callahan is going to ask you some questions.
You've known the defendant for a period of 4 years, correct?
Yeah.
And you knew she was a drug addict, right?
Yeah, I knew she was a drug. I told you crack.
But she used a lot of drugs, you knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, and on September 10th of 2020, when she shows up at your house, she's pregnant, right?
Yeah.
Very pregnant, correct?
Yeah.
And you knew that when you let her in, right?
I knew she was pregnant.
Okay, what time did she get there that day?
Not sure. Don't know of any time.
And how long was she there before she went to the bathroom?
I think she went to the bathroom
Immediately.
Yeah, when she got there.
That's a downstairs bathroom, right?
Downstairs would be.
And you didn't follow her down there, did you?
Yeah, that's my place. That's where I stay.
Were you staying in the basement? So you went down there with her, correct?
Of course.
And you get into she gets into the bathroom, correct?
Yeah.
And is Jennifer screaming or yelling at all?
No.
Is she making any noise whatsoever? What you're indicating is that she's breathing, correct?
Right. Yeah. So that's why I asked, was there anything wrong?
I'm sorry.
That's why I asked, was there anything wrong?
What did she say?
Nothing.
You said you busted open the door.
Yeah, what she kept doing.
Okay. Did you think to call 911?
I did, but not at that point. I wasn't going to do it because he needed help right away. I mean, if I called 911, I could have been helping her do what she had to do to get things done.
Did you help her?
I mean, as much as I could, I told her what to do.
Okay, what did you tell her?
What am I supposed to do? I think you're supposed to push. Just push real hard. You got to push it out.
Okay. When you did that, did she respond to you?
She responded.
And how close were you to her?
This is the bathroom door. I was right here. The toilet is where you were at. So I was here telling her what to do.
Did you physically assist at all?
No.
And once the baby came out, you noticed, I think the first thing you said that you saw was the head, correct?
Yes.
the head was already out of the womb at the time that you entered, correct?
Right.
So you said push, right?
Yes.
And she pushed.
Right.
And, you noticed blood coming from her at all?
Sir. There was blood everywhere.
There was blood everywhere?
Yes.
And, how was she positioned in this toilet? Was she actually sitting on the toilet seat?
Yeah.
Okay, so she wasn't standing over it. She was seated. You could see,
Yes. Yeah.
and you could see between her legs at that juncture.
Yeah.
And right next to that toilet is, in fact, a little trash container, correct?
Yes.
It's within reach, correct?
Of course.
The baby came out, went into the toilet, correct?
Yeah.
She retrieved the baby out of the toilet. She placed the baby in the trash receptacle, correct?
It was one outside by my bed. She had got up and there was one out there.
All right, and she placed the baby in that receptacle, didn't she?
The baby, she put the baby in there.
Right. So when you say she threw it, you mean actually that she placed the baby in the receptacle.
The baby
correct?
was in the trash.
I'm
The baby
sorry.
was in the trash.
She didn't throw it in the trash, though.
The baby, she put the baby in the trash.
After she put the baby in the trash, she asked you for some towels, didn't she?
Yeah, to clean up the baby. She did.
She retrieved the baby out of the trash receptacle and wrapped it in the towels that you gave her, correct?
I wrapped the baby.
Okay. She asked you to get the towels, and you, then what, took the baby from her?
She got the baby up out of the trash. I went and got a towel. I took the baby from her, wrapped the towel, wrapped the baby around the towel, and took it to the hospital.
Thank you. Then you decide not to call 911 even at this juncture, correct?
Oh, that wasn't my place at that time. My place was to try to help.
So you took the baby out in your car,
And took her to the hospital.
took her to the hospital. And according to you, Jennifer, Ms. Woodard, rejected the opportunity to go with you, correct?
I asked when she come, she said no. She's got a warrant.
So you get to the hospital. When you get to the hospital, you panic, right?
First thing something like this ever happened.
So you get out of your vehicle with the baby, correct?
Yes, sir.
You approach somebody and ask them to take the baby into the hospital for you while you park your car.
Yes, sir.
And you know when you do that, that you're not coming back, correct?
Nope, I'm going to get Jennifer. She's the next one coming.
So you were going to go back to your home, get Jennifer, and make her go to the hospital, correct?
At that point, she had to or she was let out.
At the time that you left your residence, was she bleeding?
Yeah.
And if you know, was she bleeding from the time that she gave birth to the child until the time you left? If you know.
Well, when you're giving birth to a child, from what I seen, she was bleeding the whole time.
I have nothing further.
Just a couple follow-ups, Your Honor. So right after Ms. Woodard gave birth, Did she appear to be concerned for the welfare of the newborn child?
Objection, that calls for speculation,
Doesn't call
Judge.
for speculation.
Based on his observations?
Still speculation.
Okay, I'll rephrase.
Thank you.
When she gave birth, how long was the baby in the toilet before you suggested that she remove it?
Well, she got it out kind of quick.
Okay.
The baby started crying, so. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
He said she got it out kind of quick, the baby started crying.
Okay.
But then you testified to the fact that she then walked out of the bathroom and put the baby in a garbage can outside of the bathroom, correct?
Right.
Okay. And at no point did she ever ask you to call for medical attention for this child? To make sure it was okay?
No.
And at no time did she ever suggest that she goes with you to take the baby to the hospital for getting medical attention for her or for the baby?
That's what she was, she had warrant.
No. But she didn't go with you? And she didn't ask you to take the baby? Is that a yes or a no?
No.
All right. And did you suggest that she remove the baby from the garbage can, or did she do it on her own?
I asked her would she, because the baby was crying.
All right, but it wasn't her initial reaction after she placed the baby in the garbage to remove it, is that correct?
No.
All right, she would. All right. And you indicated that she initially asked you for towels in order to clean up the bathroom and not wrap the child, correct?
Yeah, I gave her a couple of towels.
All right.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Gave her a couple of towels to wipe down the bathroom, yeah.
Do people have no further questions?
She's the one, or you're the one that wrapped the baby in the towels, right? Right. In a towel. So, at the time, she retrieves the baby out of the basket, that's all right. She hands it to you, you've got towels. You got towels to wrap the baby in, you got towels for Jennifer to go to the bathroom and clean up the bathroom, correct? Right. Nothing further.
No further questions.
Thank you.
At this time, the people would call the officer in charge, Detective Angelotti.
First name is Joseph. I'm sorry, we got this shield in front of us, so I thought that would be good. Josif Angelov, V as in Victor, SKI.
Okay, thank you. And they'll bring us a couple of moments to finish my exhibit.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 more. Oh, you can speak more. You want to swear?
Well, finish marking the.
Okay. This one doesn't have a number. Oh, number 1 was medicine. Oh, okay. Which one is that? Medical record? Yeah. Yeah. I gave it to her. Oh, that's not good. No, I thought this was my copy. It is. Okay, thank you. Yep. That's item number 4. 2, 3, and 4, yes. Okay, yes, thank you.
You swear or affirm to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right. Put a door question. May proceed.
Thank you. Could you state your name for the record?
Corporal Joseph Angelowski,
And Corporal, where are you currently employed?
With the Detroit Police Department.
And are you specifically assigned to any?
Sorry, just one moment. Would you please keep the mask on your mouth?
Well, it's better for me to hear that way of talking. I mean, my mouth and my nose are covered, Judge. They're covered.
Cover it up.
But Judge, you got it pulled away
I
from the
understand that.
It's covered, ma'am.
But you're gonna have to work with it.
Does not have any protection here, and there's a hole in there where, I'm sorry.
I'll do the best I can. Go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you.
And are you assigned to any specific unit or division?
Detroit Police Child Abuse Unit,
And
which
how
is
are you?
SVU.
I'm sorry. Pull the mask away from his face. What's the point of having the mask?
Ma'am, the mask is there to cover your mouth and your nose. That's what the CDC center says, correct? So I'm not even looking at you. I'm 6 feet away from you, and my mask is on your eye.
You wanna move your equipment over, or what do you wanna do?
I'm going for him to cover his back, his face.
It is covered, ma'am.
He's got it pulled away from his chin, and whatever's coming out.
I see how it is,
Okay.
and it's all at stake.
Okay, so are you assigned to
Any specific unit or division within the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, I'm assigned to the Special Victims Unit, which I work for child abuse unit,
How long have you been assigned to child abuse?
approximately 3 years.
And as a corporal in the child abuse unit, are you assigned as an officer in charge to matters?
I am.
And what are the responsibilities as an officer in charge?
That's what we received.
Nobody did this time, not what they are generally, it's not relevant.
Okay, specifically, were you assigned to a case involving an individual by the name of Jennifer Woodard?
I was.
And were you assigned as the officer in charge?
I was.
And what were your responsibilities, or what are your responsibilities as the officer in charge to this matter?
To investigate the incident.
All right, and, do you recall the nature of the incident?
I do.
And what do you recall as the nature of the incident maybe?
If I recall correctly, we were called to Sinai Grace on a baby that was dropped off, that was not with either parents.
Okay. And during the course of your investigation, did you obtain any surveillance footage from Sinai Grace Hospital?
I did.
And, as a part of, did you have an opportunity to review the surveillance footage?
I did.
Okay. And, during the course of your investigation, do you happen to recall if any stills were taken from that surveillance footage?
I believe there were still pictures taken from that surveillance.
All right. And did you have an opportunity as the officer in charge to review those still footages?
I did.
Okay. And during your course of your investigation, did you happen to learn who brought the unknown child or the dropped off child to Sinai Grace Hospital?
I was advised at a later date, yes.
All right. And did you learn the identity of that person?
I did.
And who was that?
I believe his name was Clifford.
Okay.
I would have to look
I'm
at it.
sorry. I can't even concentrate. I'm sorry. I can't even concentrate with you.
And you're almost 6 feet away, you got the barrier in front of you, and between you and the witness. I don't know what else you want us to do. You want, the only thing to do, I can get another court date.
Please, just for this one, yes.
No, if I'm gonna get one, I'm gonna get one, period. You can't handle this, it's gonna be the same on every case.
No, but everybody else is wearing masks.
Maybe they are, maybe they're not, I don't know. And people tend to move, it. I tend to remove mine, because I get to a point that I have difficulty breathing.
That's
Especially
what
when I'm
my
up.
issue is, and that's why I have it just to answer.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what I talk about. Either you can do it or you can't. If you can't, I understand. I'm not putting it down in any way. But if you can't handle it, then I have to get someone else to handle
I got it, Judge. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
it.
Thank you. Yeah, I believe you just testified that you learned that Mr. Terry dropped the child to the hospital.
That's correct.
And as a part of your investigation, did you learn if Mr. Terry in fact walked the baby into the hospital?
Okay, all this is hearsay. You haven't seen any of it.
Okay.
So it's all hearsay, so let's get down to something you can tell. I can't take it anyway.
All right.
So I'm not ignore it. So
I got
Out
it.
of what?
I'm moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, may I have first witness, Your Honor?
Yeah.
You've seen it. I'm gonna hand you what has been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit 2, 3, and 4.
If it's okay, ma'am, get my glasses out of my jacket. I'm sorry. My jacket's hanging up right there. Thank you. It'll be in
I'll be mine, but I need- And Your Honor, may I stand in front of the petition before the witness?
Any reason why?
Just to get the,
Oh, go ahead.
thank you.
Maintain the 6 feet, please.
Okay.
Okay, so exhibit number 2,
Okay.
can you identify what that is?
It is the entranceway in the Sinai Grace Hospital, where vehicles can drop off and they're supposed to leave and go park their vehicle after they drop off.
And are there any vehicles in that drop-off?
Yes, there is 1, 2, 3. There's 4 vehicles that I see.
And are any of those vehicles a Dodge Durango?
Yes,
And did you learn during the course of your investigation who owned that Dodge Durango?
yes.
And who is that person?
We already have all this. Why am I getting it again?
All right,
I don't need to fight. I
okay,
got it from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
okay,
Okay?
yep. Well then, actually, the people are done then. This just backs it. Actually, I want to go to one more. People proposing exhibit 4, can you please identify that?
It's a photo of the front entranceway into Sinai Grace Hospital.
And is there anything occurring in that?
I see a gentleman holding what appears to be the baby
Okay.
in this photo.
The people would move for the admission of proposed exhibit 4.
Okay.
Thank you. The people have no further questions for this witness.
No questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Which way was I gonna go? Go this way. Oh.
Oh, no. The people have no further witnesses at this time.
No witnesses, sir.
Motion.
Your Honor, the people believe that the testimony of Clifford Terry shows that the defendant gave birth to a minor child on or about September 10th, 2020 in the city of Detroit. Testimony shows that the defendant gave birth to a baby in the toilet, pretty much failed to seek any medical attention, failed to ask for medical attention, put the baby in the garbage can, had to be urged to get it out. The medical records show that the baby had to be resuscitated at the hospital, that it was hypothermic and had hypoxia, that it was intubated and placed on a ventilator and had to have a blood transfusion. The people believe that there's probable cause to establish that the defendant had assault with intent to commit murder, baby.
Okay, that's what I need to understand. I need to understand that. How are you getting assault with intent to murder? I mean, I see the neglect, I see the abandonment, I see the child abuse. But assault with intent to commit murder does not include an element of neglect.
That she failed to seek any medical attention, that the baby was bleeding and had to be resuscitated, so pretty much.
But you have to show an assault, that she assaulted this baby in some kind of way, and she meant to kill the baby. And that's what assault with intent to murder comes down.
People would argue that giving birth in the toilet, ripping the umbilical cord, placing the baby in a
Ripping, where is that at? Where's that
Somehow,
testimony?
somehow.
Somehow the umbilical cord was separated from the baby in the mouth. That's all we got on this record, somehow. There's nothing on this record that she tore it apart, that she cut it, that she did anything. Now, I don't know if the umbilical cord broke, and she just didn't know how to handle it. It's not on the record. You have to show an assault.
I think that giving the birth, the allowing to bleed out, the throwing it in the garbage can, the having the walking away, not seeking any medical treatment is the assault.
Okay.
It's leaving the baby for dead and walking away from it.
Okay. I got it. Any argument?
Judge, I agree with the court. I don't see the assault with intent to commit murder. As to the other two counts, probably a question of that.
Any rebuttal? All right, court having heard the testimony, armed conduct as follows. December 10, 2020, then Mr. Terry was at his home that he's known the defendant for 4 years. Friend, she came over, she was pregnant. That upon arriving to his home, immediately went down the basement where he stays in the house. She immediately went into the bathroom. And he heard some noises coming from the bathroom. He called out to her. She didn't answer. He then forced the bathroom door open, and he saw her. She was sitting on the toilet giving birth to the baby. He then attempted to assist her by telling her to push. She did so. She gave the baby, because she was sitting on the toilet, went into the toilet. He says he removed them from the toilet, walked out of the bathroom, and placed the baby in a trash can that was by the bed. And that was only for seconds. And then he removed the baby from the trash can. He went and got a towel. He said he wrapped the baby in a towel and immediately took the baby to the hospital. The mother would not come. Said she had warrants. Did not see how the umbilical cord was separated from the baby. She knows that the defendant has a crack addiction. Took the baby to the hospital, Sinai Grace. Arriving there, got out of his vehicle, saw a gentleman going into the hospital. He gave the baby to the man to take in. He went back to his home, and it was gone. He's charged with count 1, assault with intent to murder, count 2, and count 3, children's abandonment, and child abuse second degree. As to count 2 and count 3, I think it's a clear question of fact. As to count 1 requires as an element an assault take place, and we don't have this on the record. Not neglect. If she had died, if the baby had died, that'd be different. Then that is at a minimum murder 2 or manslaughter, because she had an obligation to act and did not act, and it caused harm to the baby. But it's not an assault for the intent of murder. You still have an assault, it's a significant harm. You still have to have that element that she did something that caused harm, and she did it with the intent to kill. So court is not binding over on count 1. Court will bind over on count 2 and 3. Find that those felonies did in fact experience to be straight. Probable cause of discharge is suspended. Should be bound over to Wayne County Court of Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be March 1st, 2021 at 9:00 p.m.
Judge, if I might inquire, the defendant has a narcotics case in his court. Would it be possible to waive that exam? Do that now?
I don't know if I have permission to do that.
Well, would
I
it
can
be
get-
yours or would it be the other?
It's the court of prosecutor.
Yeah, we get the court of prosecutor. As long as they don't have objection to it.
I don't believe it's assigned to you, but I'd like to keep both cases separate.
It's not assigned to me?
No, it's assigned to Judge.
You got a case number?
Yes.
Well, it depends on which who got the oldest case.
Yeah.
You should start this exam.
1906-119-601.
It's Judge Archer.
Judge Archer.
Oh, it should be us,
And
no. We got,
she actually has the older case.
oh, yeah, we got a 2007.
Mhm. Hers is a 19.
Once again, call down Archer's courtroom. Let me call down Archer. What's the number? But she has no objection to me doing it.
Okay.
Because it's her case. And,
Thank you.
actually should have been her case.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hearing it, Judge.
2282.
Do you need me anymore?
No, no, thank you.
Thank you.
52282.
All right, Kathy.
Can you pull up another case of Mr. Callahan, the case that he wants to leave?
Yeah, it's good. I'm doing a printout. You want one?
Yeah, because I need to make sure that it's actually a general warrants case, or it could be a major drugs case, I'm not sure. I need to see who the APA previously on it was.
Like it was Ben. Benjamin.
Okay, that's ours then.
Yes.
Okay.
Controlled substance. Yep.
Yeah, this is the general warrants.
Okay, can you put RA so I can spell it?
Yep, I got it. So we got Wright next and then Marshall. Everybody here on Wright?
Right, it's the waiver.
Okay. And then
Did I,
Marshall.
I'm sorry, I didn't give you paper here. They already signed. And then Marshall people here.
And then I got this.
Your Honor, this is Kathy Murphy. When you have a moment, I have a question to ask you. I'm sorry to interrupt.
He's on the phone, Ms. Murphy.
Sorry, I can't see.
Oh, his camera is.
I just
Nah.
finished doing an exam on the case, I just found out two of yours, but it's just done. But the attorney said that he had another case, which was a simple, it's a possession of narcotics, up to 25 grand.
Thank
He
you.
wanted to waive that. So I was calling to see if I had your permission to do that, provided the prosecutor.
Yeah, read it.
On that case.
Right now, it's set for,
No, she's here.
set for examination on
Actually,
329.
we have a older case with Judge King. He got
The
another
name
case.
is Jennifer Woodard, Woodard. And the case number is 1906-119-601. Okay. All right, thank you. All right. Yeah.
Is she gonna bring the file? Huh? No, because the binder was
Yeah, all right, you gotta get the binder.
Let me call Tammy.
All right, did you do a dismissal on count one?
Oh, I gotta do that.
It's one more. Yeah. It's one more.
Morning, Your Honor. This is Kathy Murphy. How are you?
Okay.
I have an exam this afternoon at 1:30. My client has He was stabbed on February the 15th, and he was in the hospital for 3 days. He's trying to create an electronic portal right now where he can download his hospital records. I was wondering if it was possible to get an adjournment. It's a live exam scheduled for this afternoon.
He's at home?
He's at home, yeah.
Okay, so why can't he be here?
Well, Your Honor, I mean, he isn't feeling well, and he's got a bunch of stab wounds in his face and his neck, and his lung was punctured.
Okay, but they sent him home, right?
They did, Your Honor, yes, he's not in the hospital.
They sent him home, you said that was on the 15th, they sent him home on the 18th.
Yes.
Well, all right, you're gonna have to, you're gonna need some, you said it's set for this afternoon. Just give me the medicals and we'll give you an adjournment.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Thanks.
Uh-huh, all right. Did we ever get it?
Yeah, she's gonna bring it up.
Okay.
She's gonna bring it up.
Oh.
Did you want us to get back until, they bring paperwork to the application?
Yeah, you can get it back until you get the, paperwork.
We got, Miss Young on here for that case from Judge King. Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome.
Matthew, this is an add-on. It's coming from Judge King. We have an older case. We have the older case.
And what's the name?
Trayvon Harvey.
You got a case number?
Yep, you ready?
Yep.
200-603-0401. Oh, I'm sorry, that's our case. I'm sorry, wrong one. It's 210-556-4001. You ready? Ready? Calling case number 2155640, the people of the state of Michigan versus Trayvon Harvey. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Stoloff on behalf of the people, PA3358.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Judy Young, appearing on behalf of Mr. Trayvon Harvey, permission to waive his presence for the purpose of this probable cause conference.
Can you hear it? All right, court will waive his appearance for the purpose of this hearing. It's your pleasure.
Judge, currently he has a case scheduled for a preliminary exam on March 3rd, 2021 at 11:45 a.m. Before Your Honor, I'd ask that this matter also be set on the same date and time for preliminary examination as well.
All right, we'll put it on March 3rd at 11:45. I mean, yeah, 11:45.
And to the prosecutor, I do need discovery, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yeah.
You said you need discovery, Ms. Young?
Yes. I have discovery for the 9/6/2020 case, but I need discovery for the other case.
Okay, I do not have the file in front of me, obviously, it's just an add-on. However, I'll take a look into it and send it for you soon.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Judge, and thank you, Ms. Kitty.
All right.
Thank you, Ms. Young. Do you want an ROA, Matthew?
Yes, please. But I figured I better. That's the conclusion I've already called, so I'm laying low. Sorry.
All right, well, you know, I'm not gonna make you do anything you don't feel comfortable
I know,
doing.
and I understand.
Okay.
Usually they're out.
Still gotta get my neck before you say anything done.
He was just being butthole.
Ready on Woodard?
Ready.
Calling case number 1961196. The people of the state of Michigan versus Jennifer Woodard. Defendant is charged with count 1, controlled substance, possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic less than 25 grams.
Good morning, Your Honor. You still off the phone?
May it please the court, Evan Callahan appearing for and on behalf of the defendant. Judge, I conferred with the defendant about waiving her right to a preliminary examination in this cause, and she's agreeable to do that. If I might, I'll just have her execute the waiver form. Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody have any objection? No, Your Honor. Ms. Woodard, you understand that you have a statutory right to preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause the crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way, you should waive your right to preliminary exam.
No, Your Honor.
You do so freely and voluntarily after having an opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Yes.
All right, well, find you freely and voluntarily waive your right, and you signed the waiver of examination form, correct?
Yes.
All right, well, find you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam that is filed over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information be March 1st, 2021, 9:00 a.m.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tyrone, you can bring the Courtney Wright parties in. Yeah, no. They're ready too.
I'll be back at 3:00. I got another one at 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Ready on Courtney Wright?
Ready.
Calling case number 2060026, the people of the state of Michigan versus Courtney Wright. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed, count 2, weapons, firearms, reckless use. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew still off the phone. PA 3358.
And good morning, Your Honor. Robin McCoy, P63057, on behalf of Mr. Courtney Wright, who is present in court.
Stand up, sir, state your name.
And Your Honor, this was set for a hold. Talked to my client, he's opted to waive and have it go on to the circuit court. Is that correct, Mr. Wright?
Yes. All right, any objection on that, please?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Wright, you gotta stand up, please. So you understand that you have a statutory right to preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause the crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way that you should waive your right to preliminary exam?
No.
You waive your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney.
Yes.
You sign the waiver of examination form?
Yes.
All right, Court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam and is bound over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which would be March 8th, 2021. 9:00 a.m. Okay.
And Your Honor, just for the record, we did submit a letter to the gun board. It's my understanding they're still reviewing it, so we'll just wait to see what's happening at the circuit court level.
All right. Good luck.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Hope you all stay safe.
Ronald, Giles.
We got Marshall, you want to bring it?
Yep.
January 23rd.
Marshall.
All right, ready on Marshall?
Huh? I'm sorry. Well, we're on Warren Nelson, but I believe that.
Request, what? What are we requesting?
Maybe you approach, Judge?
Okay. Okay, yeah, come on.
I don't have all of the discovery. He sent me the discovery. Why don't we know that we don't have it in the file? And as I indicated, they did it, close it. This is a very serious charge, so I don't really want to see what I did in the recovery.
I have a problem.
Okay.
The client is here. The client on. He's on bond. He's on bond.
Yeah, my name.
September. I just on if they sent you have it, you didn't bring it.
No, I don't have this. He did send me a videotape on Friday when he called. I thought I had the discovery. I did not have it. I didn't have the file when I spoke with her.
I did an audit trail, Judge, and I did send it to you back in September.
You always send the discovery, I know that, but I was not in a position at the time. I should have ordered the discovery. It's my fault.
Right.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No, I was gonna call Marshall. We're doing Nelson. Calling case number 2060354, the people of the state of Michigan versus Warren Nelson. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with intent to murder. Count 2, weapons, firearms, discharged in or at a building causing injury. Count 3, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. Count 4, count 5, count 6, weapons, felony, firearms. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. May I please escort Eric Rosie to the people?
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Captain Sever, appearing on behalf of Warren Nelson, who is in the front row and behind me, Your Honor.
State your name, please.
Warren Nelson.
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, this is a day and date scheduled for preliminary examination in this matter. And unfortunately, I do not have the discovery. I believe the discovery was sent to a colleague of mine or was sent to my office. However, I did not know that it was there and have not had the opportunity to review the documentation with my client. And these charges are very serious, and I think they do require me to consult with my client so that he may have a chance to look at all those documents. And I would be asking for one adjournment, Your Honor, and I apologize to the court and also the prosecution and my client. I will make sure next time that you're absolutely ready to go to examination, there will be no further delays in this matter.
Do you have anything you want to say or add? I beg your pardon? Anything you want to say or add? No, Judge, we would just ask to, I think that because of the seriousness of the charges, I think that would be a fair request.
Over to May 24th at 12 noon.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay. May 24th is perfect. Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a wonderful day.
All right, you too now. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, Marshall, bring Marshall in. Ready on Charles Marshall. Calling case number 2062597, the people of the state of Michigan versus Charles Marshall. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Sewell on behalf of the people, PH3358.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. May it please this honorable court. My name is Todd Wilson Perkins, case 55623, appearing on behalf of Mr. Marshall, who sits behind me, who's standing behind me, I'm sorry. Your Honor, if I may preliminarily, I would ask for a motion to sequester any of our witnesses at this time.
People would request an exception for the officer in charge and Your Honor, people would request an exception for the officer in charge, Calvin Wilson, and another officer, Rasa, who is training today with Corporal Wilson, and Officer Rasa will not be testifying.
Who else in charge you testifying? No, yeah. Any objection?
No.
All right, any witnesses testifying today at trial, hearing must be in courtroom or be denied, that's what your testimony. You accept it to the officer in charge and his training. Thank you.
May we be seated?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Why are you waiting?
Thank you, Your Honor. This time, the people call Officer Emmanuel Roberts.
Can I just let my client know, Your Honor, if he needed to ask me a question? Okay.
Emmanuel Roberts, officer.
Your Honor, I was just informed that one of the officers, or both officers who are needed to be here are not present. One officer is on furlough, and I was just informed that the other officer that would be required, was just is currently on a military drill, and that does occur, so people are not ready to see.
Yeah, Your Honor. At this time, Your Honor, I would motion to dismiss without prejudice. It's been set for quite some time, and Mr. Clemens was, and this to give some equity to this or some reasoning why I'm asking. Mr. Clemens was busy with other courts. We know this court is a very hardworking court. I spent this weekend preparing myself to do this. So, Your Honor, I think that if they intend to proceed, that they can do it at another time if they wish to refile the warrant.
May I dismiss without prejudice?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here.
Let's need a dismissal form.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, so.
Is Oliver out there? Ty? Oliver?
Oliver? You said who?
Our next case.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're ready.
Because usually if it's furlough, usually it's posted on here. They were here. I didn't know, because I didn't know, this was the last minute note they had where that other officer, you know, hold on to a military drill.
They didn't tell that place. They
Next
didn't
door.
tell us.
Mr. Chris is next door. He's sitting there for Miss Gobby Silver. So he had two cases. He had a case over here as well at the same time. Oliver is he? Oliver's out there, his client's out there.
Lucky, this is, ticket paperwork.
Or they can only get referral after they get 6 weeks.
Right.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's tough. Is that for me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That's for you and your client.
Okay. Do I get this to the prosecutor?
That's personal. Yeah.
Okay. I'll get-
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Good
I'll
seeing
see
you,
ya.
Mr. Perkins.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think this doing.
Huh?
I don't think this doing.
Thank you.
I didn't think so.
A lot of these, that's how far out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I mean, if you got approval after that, you got for February,
Yeah.
right?
That's having quite a bit. That's when I get forgetting.
And my furlough was in January, and I had 20 days, I was ready to come and go to work, and they were like, "No, we're shut down."
When I get forgetting, but.
Chris is ready. I just saw him in the hallway. Oh, he came in. I go. What do you think about?
I don't know.
It's good with me.
Hey,
What's your name?
does he need anything for, he had a tether, I didn't realize he had a tether.
He can use,
Just a dismissal?
yeah, but here,
Dismissal over there.
Huh?
You just take the dismissal over there and.
That's what I thought, okay.
but hold on, I'm gonna give you an ROH.
Okay.
I just entered it, so. So you can take this.
All right, thank you. I'll see you. I'll say my comment.
Yeah, no.
Come on, hurry up. We see what was up with Alvin.
He's up there, but I think this is, Crips was on a record.
Chris, I just saw Chris in the hallway. I wonder what the deal is.
Well, at least we're not too far behind now. Waivers help. Dismissals help.
Yep.
And our 1145, we did already.
Yep. Yeah, he's still on the record. All right.
Is he holding next door? Lucky?
Well, he was on the record over there, I guess.
I'll call over there. If she answers. It's a whole judge, it's one witness. It's a police officer, so.
This one out here,
Huh?
the one next door.
Yeah, one next door. 439, the Giles one. Good, how are you? Mhm. Mhm. Let me check. It's scheduled for us? What's the name?
We adjourn at 1:30. We adjourn at 1:30.
I don't have them on my docket.
I don't know.
What time?
Yeah, right.
Nope, you don't even have 12:30. Do you want me to look it up? What's the case number?
Ever happened?
Yep, that's it. Right. Okay, 2006. Mhm. I will go. It's the 25th.
Jim, do you have any tape up there? You have any tape?
That's good, that's good.
Tape. Yeah, tape. You have any tape?
Yeah.
You got tape?
Oh. That would work.
You might need that for your injuries of play basketball.
That would work for what I need to do. Thank you, stop.
Okay, you know that he's over there.
Yeah, I called.
Yeah, and,
They said it's a one witness.
Demont is here, head case. Demont. Right there, ready or just?
Oh, at our 12:30?
No.
Huh?
They haven't showed up yet. No, she's here. And she was talking to,
So, what's going on?
Alright.
Oh, she just wanted to know if my witness, if I didn't have that, my witness might have a 2.5-year-old case. Oh. It's a niece aunt relationship, and it was just like and also just like the planning was like blackout drunk kind of do. I don't want to hold it anyway. I personally don't think she's gonna show, but I didn't have contact. I left a message for her. I was able to hold it. We do that 1:30.
Huh?
We have to do that 1:30. When this referee supposed to call out. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have one. No.
No. He said he needed the medical.
As far as safety goes, it's pretty straightforward. CCW. I don't know if he submitted it or not, right? That's the thing. Yeah, he's the one that enforced it on my case file, but obviously he can handle it, but. What was that? For today, well, I have 2 before lunch break, and I think I have 3 more in the afternoon. So not too bad. And I don't think any of them are that serious. There's the larceny one that I don't expect to go. And then the one for the afternoon. I've just got a couple CC, like I got a CCW, FIP, got an RNO, a couple FFs. Other CCW. Nothing complicated.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. You're welcome. I got a text from a supervisor. She said, are you gonna be okay at 429 today? Do I need to continue to find another report? Should I cancel that? Or are you done with me? I said, should I cancel that request or are you done with me? Yeah. Should I leave anyway because of the disruption?
I want to leave, I would ask you.
All right. That's what I like. That's what I like. Then I'll call her and tell her that it's not necessary.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
do it. Sometimes you have bumps in the road, you gotta get through them.
Well, I appreciate that, Judge. I think Langston's about the only other judge that I know you can talk to and you don't get fired because of speaking your mind. Now, the witness, you're talking about what the CDC guidelines are. I guess you missed the part about your mask is supposed to cover all of your face to be properly fitted so nothing can come out of it. He was just being difficult, that's all. He wasn't interfering with his reading. He was fine. He's probably an anti-masker. I'm just gonna step out here for a second.
happened to, Mr. Murphy's case? Is that still on there? Do we adjourn it?
We didn't adjourn it yet. She's supposed to get a medical record.
Yeah, I guess it.
Everything's good. Supervisor wants to know if I'm coming back tomorrow. Am I allowed to come back tomorrow?
Are you allowed? Well, it's not you coming back tomorrow, it's up to you, but whether you're allowed to, yeah.
Now he said it's up to me, so I'll be back as long as you go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Callahan, you need something else?
Judge, Reagan Lake is going to be signing in, and we have an exam set for 3 o'clock. She's requesting an adjournment.
Thank you. What case is it? Kenneth Lewis?
Lewis.
Calling case number 2058479, the people of the state of Michigan versus Kenneth Lewis. Defendant is charged with count 1, criminal sexual conduct, first degree, habitual offender, second notice. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Reagan Lake, P70433 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Evan Callanan, P30564 on behalf of the defendant.
Your Honor, and I don't think the defendant is present. If you,
Nope. Go
I
ahead.
don't know if Mr. Callahan is willing to waive his appearance. Anyway, Your Honor, we signed on to the Zoom. This case is scheduled for preliminary examination this afternoon. This was previously scheduled back on January 28th, and it was adjourned because there was a positive COVID in the 36th District Court. We reached out to the complainant's mother this morning to arrange for transportation. She told us that she's too sick to bring her daughter to court. We will be asking for an adjournment. They were ready at the last date, and then it was adjourned through no fault of their own. Your Honor, we would note the defendant is out on bond.
Very briefly, Judge, I'm going to object and ask the court to dismiss this matter.
Your Honor, we note these are very unusual circumstances. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We don't want anybody to be at risk of catching something from the complainant's mother. Like I said, they were ready at the last date, and then it was adjourned, throughout, and there wasn't anything they could do about it then.
Well, the problem is my client is been relieved of his employment. They're waiting for a disposition in this case. And it's just created a terrible hardship on him as well.
I don't think that's a reason to dismiss a case, though.
Okay, I only go argument, rebuttal. Okay, I've heard enough. I mean, basically, the only reason I adjourn cases is sick or dying. And if she's sick, then can't, especially we don't know why she's sick. I don't think it'd be safe to be bringing her in. So I'm gonna give you one adjournment. You got 2 witnesses on this case?
We'll just the one, Your Honor, just the child.
May 19th at 12:30?
May 19th?
Yep.
I'm available then, Your Honor.
May 19th at 12:30, I'm available as well.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Everybody now.
I know I've seen Mr. Cripps.
Yeah, he just stepped out to talk to the prosecutor. Oh, yeah, Ronald Grady is here.
We're all ready.
Not only ready now.
Okay.
Motion's been to go to his client, but.
So you keep wanting to give me these dates.
Oh. Tired of doing it. Reason in the case here, reason in the case there.
Yeah. Oh, Oliver, right? Calling case number 2060017, the people of the state of Michigan versus Gregory Oliver. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm still up on behalf of the people, P8335.
Hey, good morning, Judge David Cripps, P34972, appearing on behalf of Mr. Gregory Oliver, and standing in for Gabby Silva with Mr. Oliver's permission. Is that correct, sir? Yes. Thank you. Your Honor, I apologize for my tardiness. I like to be on time for this court. However, I had to finish an exam next door.
I understand. Thank you. Ready to see?
Yes, Your Honor, the people would request a mutual separation of any and all witnesses, with the exception for the officer in charge of the security who is present behind me.
No objection.
All right, you know, witnesses testified today at trial and future hearing will be the court will be denied if you express your acceptance of all in charge. Any prisoner?
Thank you, Your Honor. This time the people call Officer Giles Owing.
Tyler.
Your name, please.
First name is Tyler Scott, all one word, no capital letters, no space.
Is that SC?
SCOTT. Last name Lean, ALLEYNE.
Thank you.
All right, you done okay? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Okay, go ahead, that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you please state your name for the record?
Tyler Scott Lean,
Mr. Leonberg, are you currently employed?
Detroit Police Department,
And how long have you been employed there?
4 years.
Were you working in your capacity as a police officer on August 30th of 2021?
Yes,
And were you in the area of Ohio and Plymouth on that day?
yes,
Is that the city of Detroit, County of Wayne?
it is.
What were you doing at that location?
Just on routine patrol.
And did you observe anything at that location?
I did.
What did you observe?
The defendant standing in the street interfering with vehicle traffic.
And did you approach him?
I did.
Did you observe anything when you approached him?
I did.
What did you observe?
The handle of a handgun protruding out of his shorts pocket.
And do you see this individual in court today?
I do.
Please tell you and identify the photo that you observed.
He was sitting back there wearing a white polo short sleeve.
Your Honor, let the record reflect the witness has identified the defendant in this case.
Regular form as well.
Thank you, Your Honor. And after you saw the handle of what you thought to appear to be a gun, what, if anything, did you do?
Say that again.
What did you do after you saw the gun?
I exited my scout car to see if the defendant had a CPO.
And what did you do when you approached him?
Asked him if he had a CPO.
And what did he say?
I can't recall. I gotta look at my report.
with reviewing your report with pressure recollection?
Mhm.
Say yes.
Yes, before you post, let me, I'm trying to clarify, when you said you saw the handle of a handgun protruding out of what?
Pocket.
Which pocket?
I believe it was his right. I have to
Hand
refer
pocket, coat pocket?
shorts pocket.
Short pocket? Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Please read that to yourself and then look up when you're done. So after you approached and asked about the CPL, what, if anything, did the defendant say?
The defendant, he failed to produce the CPL, so at that time, he was detained in handcuffs.
Did you conduct any search or any search for the means of the CPL?
I did.
And what did that search determine?
Nil and void, he didn't have a CPL.
Okay. Did you recover a firearm?
I did.
Where did you recover a firearm from?
Next to a white vehicle that he was standing next to in the street. As I approached, I observed him remove the firearm from his person and place it in the rear of the vehicle.
And approximately how close was the defendant from this vehicle when you saw him do this?
Standing right next to the rear driver's side door.
Did you convey to the defendant in DC?
I did,
So that means that
not from my recollection.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, Honor. Officer Aline.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You testified during routine patrol on August 30th, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And, or 2020, I believe. Excuse me, 2020. Was that during the daytime or night?
During the day.
Were the weather conditions sunny or?
Yeah, it was bright, clear outside, no rain.
Were you the driver of your police car?
No, it was not.
You were the passenger?
That's correct.
You said you saw my client standing near a vehicle when you first saw him, is that correct?
I did.
How far was he away from the vehicle?
He was standing in the street, next to the vehicle.
Was the vehicle that he's standing next to facing the direction that you were driving?
Yes.
So the driver's side would have been on the side that you were on, is that correct?
Correct.
You were on the opposite side of the street.
But
Your police car was on the opposite side of the street from where you were.
if I'm not mistaken, that street is not a one-way. So the vehicle was parked left wheel of curb and we were coming down the street. So the driver's side was on the opposite side of me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Was there any traffic on the street
Yes.
coming towards you?
Yes.
And the traffic interfered with some of your observations?
Briefly.
Was there a truck right next to where Mr. Oliver was?
I can't testify to that. I remember before I exited the scout car, the reason why I exited the scout car so early is we had another vehicle driving slow in front of us, and I exited the scout car to inquire if the defendant had a CPO.
Was some of your view blocked by oncoming traffic at that time?
Once I got out of the car, but it didn't obstruct any of my, once I was out of the car, my observation seeing the defendant open the door, remove the firearm, put it in the car.
Your report indicates that some of the view was blocked by a vehicle traffic going northbound on Ohio Street. Is that right?
Say that again.
Some of your view of my client was blocked by traffic traveling northbound on Ohio Street.
Can I refer to my report to refresh my recollection?
I'll get into the same report that you just read. In the middle of the paragraph there. You get a chance to read the report over?
Yes, I did.
Does that refresh your memory in that regard?
Yep.
So some of your view was blocked by traffic, is that correct?
I didn't say that in my report. So, no, like I stated, I saw the defendant, first observation, standing in the street interfering with traffic with a handle of a handgun sticking out of his pocket. And then as I exited the car to make contact with the defendant, I observed him remove the firearm from his person and place it in the motor vehicle.
Okay, what your report says is your partner's view was blocked, is that correct?
Correct.
And you were seated in the same car as your partner?
I was.
And so you made a determination that the view was blocked by your partner. Logically, your view was also blocked, is that correct?
I didn't say his view, I said my partner was blocked, stating the vehicle, our scout car couldn't get around the vehicle. There's nothing said about view. There are windows that you can see still down the street.
Couldn't get around which vehicle?
The vehicle that was traveling northbound.
All right, your testimony is that you observed a handle of a gun sticking out of his pocket, is that correct?
Correct.
And you said it was a shorts pocket, is that right?
Correct.
Was that like, what kind of shorts? Was it gym shorts?
Gym shorts.
So you got out of your police car, is that correct?
I did.
Went over to Mr. Oliver.
I did.
All right. And he still remained standing there, is that correct?
Correct.
And who spoke first?
I did.
And what did you say to him?
I inquired if he had a CPO.
Is that how you said it exactly? Do you have a CPO?
Yeah.
And was he under arrest at that time?
No.
You still see the gun sticking out of the pocket?
Not when I make contact. For my previous statements, I stated that as I made contact, I observed him remove the firearm from his person, place it in the vehicle. So by the time I was able to make contact with the defendant to ask if he had a CPO, the gun was no longer on his person.
All right, so you actually saw Mr. Oliver take the gun out of his pocket, is that correct?
Correct.
Open the car door.
Correct.
What did he do after you opened the car door?
Closes the car door.
So you never saw the gun at that point?
The gun was no longer in his pocket.
All right, so you didn't see him put it in the car, you just saw him open the door and close it, then the gun was missing.
Went into the action, opens car door, right side of the body, makes the motion with his right hand, closes door, gun no longer on his person.
Okay, did you actually see him with the gun in his hand and toss it in the car?
No.
You didn't see that part?
No.
So you're not sure whether he threw a gun in the car or not, you just know he didn't have a gun in his person when you came over?
So I'm positive I went and checked the area that I saw that I observed the defendant make the stuffing motion.
I understand, I mean, you didn't see it with your own two eyes, you didn't see him toss the gun in a car.
I wouldn't say the gun per se, no.
All right, thank you. Did you actually retrieve the gun later?
Yes, I did.
Where was it?
Exactly.
Yes.
Floorboard of the rear driver's side. The same area that I saw the defendant open the car door and make the concealing motions.
Did you, when you arrested my client, did you search him?
Yeah, search incident to arrest always when they're arrested.
I assume you would. Did
Yeah.
you find anything on him?
Not that I can recall.
No holster, no bullets, nothing associated with the firearm?
If I could refer to my report.
That wrong, John?
Yeah.
Thank you. Refresh your memory.
Yeah,
Did you find anything associated with the firearm?
just, I only recovered the firearm.
All right, so the answer is no.
Yeah, correct.
Did you ever make a determination as to who the registered owner of the car was?
I believe there's a female driver in the car, so I never, that had nothing to do with the crime that took place. So there was no need for me to ask who the registered owner of the car was.
Okay, and thank you. You brought something up I didn't realize. There actually was somebody in the car at the time this occurred?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no.
Correct.
And somebody was in the driver's seat?
Yes, correct.
And you said it was a female, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Nothing further, Judge.
One moment, Your Honor. Just a couple brief questions. So, when you were in your patrol car, was there another vehicle in front of you?
Yes,
What vehicle was that?
I can't recall. This happened in August. I didn't know what type of vehicle it was that was in front of me.
Was it preventing your car from moving forward?
Yes.
Were you still able to make observations in that area? Was that impeding your vision?
No, I was still able to make my observation.
Okay, and when you recovered the firearm, could you point to an object in this room that from yourself that would show the distance between where the defendant was and how close he was to the vehicle?
From me to this door right here.
Your Honor, let the record reflect, it says identify the distance of approximately 2 feet.
Where is the door? Maybe a foot.
I agree with the court.
No further questions, Your Honor.
One thing I forgot to ask you for permission.
Yeah.
You said that Mr. Oliver was interfering with traffic, is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Pedestrian interfered with vehicle traffic.
And what was he doing exactly?
Standing in the street.
Okay, so just by standing in the street, that was your interpretation of interfering with traffic?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Nothing further from the Your Honor. Thank you. We will have no further witnesses at this time.
No witnesses from the defense, Judge.
Your Honor, at this time, the people would respectfully request a finding over. We heard testimony that the officer observed the defendant standing in the street. And when going to make contact, he observed the defendant have a handle of a gun sticking out of his shorts pocket. And then when upon approaching, he observed the defendant make a motion to opening the car and move his hand into the car. That same location is where the firearm was recovered from. We also observed the defendant standing in close proximity, approximately 2 feet from that same vehicle and that car door. We heard testimony that his vision was not obstructed and he did make these observations personally. We believe this is a matter for a jury and we respectfully request a finding.
Judge, our concern is he didn't actually see Mr. Oliver toss a firearm into the vehicle. And so we're uncertain whether the same, defense is uncertain whether the same firearm that you recovered was actually in the possession of Mr. Oliver. Thank you.
Very well.
Very briefly, Your Honor. We heard testimony that the officer observed the defendant immediately next to that vehicle, immediately next to
where the gun was recovered, and he did observe the defendant make a motion to opening the car and moving his arm into the car. He also heard testimony that the officer did observe the gun in the pocket prior to this, and then the firearm was recovered from the same area that the defendant made the motion towards, and we believe this is a matter considered for a jury.
Court having heard the testimony and argument signed as follows. On August 30th, police officer Thomas Caroline was on patrol in the area of Ohio and Plymouth. He observed the defendant standing in the street. He thought he was interfering with traffic. They approached, as they approached, he saw a handle of a handgun sticking out of his right shorts pocket. He then exited his car. As he was approaching the defendant, he observed the defendant reach over and open the door, rear door, and place the weapon in the rear of the vehicle. He asked if he had a CPL. In search lane, there's no CPL. He then arrested him, retrieved the gun from the vehicle, from the rear floorboard. I mean, it's a question of fact, but the ultimate trial fact wants to believe, court finds that the felony enumerated complaint of warrant did in fact occur in the city of Detroit. Probable cause to discharge the defendant should be bound over to Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be March 8th at 9:00 p.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry.
We'll bring in Mr. Greer. Oh, Mr.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
I've been on the phone for 2 hours with Mr. Mickens trying to get a portal set up. His records are at his mother's. His mother and father are out of town. He does not have keys to their house. I was just going to call him and ask him if he still has his bracelet, but I can show you screenshots of all the phone calls that I've made with him and all the time we've spent trying to set up an account for him to download records, and we have been unsuccessful. The final number that we called said, email this address and we'll get back to you in 4 days.
Well, counsel, I'm not saying that you haven't done everything you said you were doing. I'm just saying I need the documentation because he's asking for an adjournment.
Right. I'm going to text him and see if he has the bracelet.
Okay. Ain't gonna help a whole lot.
The only thing that I can think of, Judge, is, I'll come and can he appear by Zoom?
It's an in-person exam. Oh, no, I don't want him to appear by Zoom. That poses issues, problems. This is the one set for 1:30, right?
Yes, Judge.
I'll give you an adjournment. When you come back in, you better have his documentation, because if he doesn't, I'm gonna lock him up.
Okay, Judge, we will.
I just wanna make that real clear.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much. Appreciate it so much.
Okay. May 26th at 12:15.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll be there.
Is that okay?
Yep, May 26th at 12:15.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You have a good day to you and your
All right.
staff.
You too.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Are we ready on Jennifer Greer? Ready on Jennifer Greer, calling case number 1955458. The people of the state of Michigan versus Jennifer Greer. Defendant is charged with count 1, larceny in a building. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Matthew Sola on behalf of the people, P8335.
And good afternoon, Your Honor, Neighborhood Defender Service by Kate Dumont Grady, P83667, on behalf of Ms. Jennifer Greer, who's with us in the courtroom. Ms. Greer, can you state your name for the record?
Jennifer Greer. Okay, that one.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you ready to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, people are not ready to proceed. The complaining witness is still to appear. I did attempt to call her last week, however, I left a message. I contacted her.
Then make the motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
Dismiss, not present.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Huh? You said what? Why? I didn't have residue, man. Oh, there's no fine on that. Oh, let me check.
Yeah. The combination of in-person and Zoom is. It's good that I have like multiple cell phones.
Yep.